We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Ole Miss offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's dribbling. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they get him down.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Lee. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Finds his tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Finds him out of the backfield. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play-action fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Florida Gators offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Ball. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Ball. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Leaves it with the back. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tries again to get it in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Stribling. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
The Gators will call on their punt team. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the run, it's Ball. Picks up the 1st down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Billy Napier fought his way off the hot seat last year as the Gators broke a 4-year bowl drought, something not seen since the mid-'80s in Gainesville, and this is a talented team with expectations.
They're riding a lot of momentum. You beat Ole Miss, you beat LSU to finish the season. You've got DJ Lagway back at quarterback, so there are a lot of people really excited in Gainesville for what these Gators might do.
And the schedule is incredibly challenging, but yet no longer the negativity. And now believing in Billy Napier, believing in Lagway, one of the most talented quarterbacks in the country. Interested to see how the Florida Gators look this year.
Now on first down from the 28. From the gun to give, looking for room. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The give out of the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the lone running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle, it's Hansen. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Finds a man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Gators!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Haas.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half. You
find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is... He's into the open down the middle. Defense picks it up. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grab behind the line. It's dribbling. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. Oh, what a move to get room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw its flag way. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And some room to work. Made a defender miss. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's ball. Runs through a tackle. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but a nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the one, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. The give. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Slams ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Diggs. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Stribling. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Grabbed in the backfield, it's high. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Caught in the backfield. It's dribbling. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quick pass on the fly motion. Can't get him. Just dismissing tackles. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Wilson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's the pressure. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Makes guys miss. That's what he does as he's out to the 20. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Dropping back, it's Flagway. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They boot it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Power football with the run.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That's caught. It's Stribling. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Stribling. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for space. It's Lacey. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Goodness, correct. That is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. After run, now throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wallace. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And the comeback is on. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Looking to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Lagway. Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, that can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through the tackle. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Caught close to the marker. It's Hansen. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Nice move to keep running. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Quarterback gets the first down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to ride this running back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchup.
Open field on the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it! They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Let's it fly! Touchdown, Rebels! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll try to pop the draw. Creates a little room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Under fire. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Under fire. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's a step or 2 or 3 ahead of any coverage he sees.
Or 12, Reese. I mean, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. They've blitzed them. They've played zone coverage. They try to man up these receivers, but the end result is always the same. This guy right now is unstoppable.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Wallace. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Escapes, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll run play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only, and the defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. With the run on 1st and goal. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Couldn't get any closer on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Sturdivant. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move, it's Jackson. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. To throw, it's Lagway. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
Caught near the sticks. It's dribbling. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's dribbling. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Got his man quickly. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Last chance coming up. Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like to understand, like I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.